Thanks for joining me for some Pilates today. I hope you're all doing well at home and staying safe and healthy. I know with all the craziness going on right now, sometimes we feel like we're losing control or we can't be in control of things that we would like to have that control over. So I'm going to start with a quote by Joseph Pilates, and this is from his writings, Return to Life. And before Pilates was called Pilates, he called it Contrology. Contrology is complete coordination of body, mind, and spirit. Through Contrology, you first purposefully acquire complete control of your own body, and then through proper repetition of its exercises, you gradually and progressively acquire that natural rhythm and coordination associated with all your subconscious activities. So today, while we're doing our practice, check into your body and get in tune with that and find all those little places in your body that you have control over, and then we'll see how that makes us feel by the end. So we're going to start sitting today. Bring your feet flat, knees bent, sitting up tall on your sit bones, hands behind the thighs. Take an inhale as you sit up tall, and exhale, let all the air out. Inhale, vertical, and exhale. Take another inhale. Exhale, scoop through the abdominals and round the spine, letting that pelvis tip back. Inhale, energy out the top of the head to stack it up. Exhale to round. Inhale up to sitting. And exhale to round. One more time. Inhale tall. And exhale, scooping through the belly. Inhale to sitting. Reach the arms out front. Exhale as you round forward over the legs. Inhale, lift the arms, lift through the back. Open and front. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift, circle the arms open and forward. Exhale as you round. Inhale, lift up, open the chest and center. One more time. Exhale as you round, deepening that flexion in the low back and up, open and center. Take an inhale. Exhale as you slowly roll back until that low back is imprinted on the mat. Set the hands down, set the head down, walk the feet in to a comfortable distance, finding your neutral. Pelvis is level, that low back is light on the mat for our pelvic curl. Take an inhale here. Exhale as you tilt the pelvis back, roll up through the spine to the shoulders. Inhaling at the top, and exhale, reverse back down, all the way to that neutral position. Inhale, exhale as you round, peeling off one vertebra at a time. Inhale, and exhale, reverse the roll, flat back onto the mat. This time think about your arms. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, press through the arms as you roll up to the shoulders. Inhale, and exhale, reach the arms long down on the mat. Last one, inhale, exhale, rolling up. Inhale, and exhale. All the way back down. Lift the right leg to tabletop, bringing that knee right over the hip for our single leg lifts. Hinge that entire shape towards the floor. Tap the toe. Exhale, draw back to tabletop. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. And 3, 4, and 5. Hip flexor, drawing that knee back up towards the ceiling. And 7, exhale, and 8, exhale, lift. Set that foot down, toe ball heel. Peel the left leg up to tabletop. Inhale to tap the toe. Exhale, lift. And 2, 3, 4. Keeping your right side stable and anchored to the mat as the left leg moves. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, lift. And inhale, exhale, lift. Take a pause here. Inhale, exhale to change. And change, and change, and change. Exhale. 8 more, keeping those low abdominals drawing in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and set the feet down. Hug with the right knee into the chest, and feel that low back imprinting and long on the mat. Stretch the left leg, and then curl the head up towards that leg, squeeze that leg into your chest, open the front of that left thigh, and down. Circle the ankle, and in the opposite direction. Lace the hands behind the thigh, stretch that leg up to the ceiling, and gently flex and point. Rolling toe ball heel, heel ball toe through the foot. Nice and smooth. And reach that leg down long. Hug your left knee into your chest. Curl the head up towards the knee, squeeze that leg in. Open the front of the right hip flexor. And back down. Circle the left ankle. And reverse your circle. Placing hands behind the thigh, stretch the leg up to the ceiling. Heel ball toe point, toe ball heel to flex. Pointing through the ankle and the toes, reaching through the heel to open up the calf. And stretch that leg down long. Hug both knees into your chest, give them a rock side to side, and then bring the legs to tabletop. Knees over your hips, shins parallel to the floor, arms open out to a T if you have room, or down by your sides is fine. For our spine twist supine. Inhale, the knees and hips twisting to the right, and exhale, back to center. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, center. Reaching both knees as that left hip lifts off. Exhale, center. And to the left. And center. Twisting just as far as you can without that opposite shoulder coming off the mat. And center. Inhale to the left. And center. 1 more each side. Inhale, twist. Obliques draw back to center. And to the left. Exhale, center. Set the feet down one at a time. Lace the fingers and cradle the back of your head. Like your head is resting in a hammock. We're not pulling on our necks, just lightly resting. Elbows open wide for our chest lift. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up and forward towards the thighs. Inhale, pause, and exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale, curl up for 2. Inhale, pause, and lower. Inhale. Flexing the torso for 3. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen down. And 4. And down. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Last one. Exhale up and stay. Reach the hands behind the thighs. Pull yourself up a little higher. Stay that high as the hands float back behind the head for our rotation. Rotate to the right and center. Left and center. Right and center. And left and center. 1 more each side. Right and center. And left and center, reach behind the thighs one more time. Pull yourself up past those shoulder blades. Hands behind the head. And exhale down. Take the hands down along your sides. Stretch the right leg straight up to the ceiling. Flex the foot and lengthen the left leg onto the mat for leg circles. If you'd like your arms open to a T, that's fine too. Keeping the left side of the body anchored on the mat. Inhale to cross your midline, circle around, and exhale, circle. Inhale, circle, exhale, circle. Inhale, around, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more set. And exhale, pause at the top. To the other direction. Open, circle, and exhale, around. Inhale, exhale, massaging in the hip socket. Exhale, inhale, circle, exhale. One more set. And exhale, pause at the top. Point the foot, bend the knee, and stretch it out long. Bend the left knee towards the chest. Lengthen that leg up to the ceiling, flex the foot. Anchoring the right leg and hip down this time. Inhale, cross the body, and circle. Exhale, circle. Inhale, exhale. One more set. Inhale, around. Exhale, around. Reverse. Inhale to open. And exhale around. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last set. Inhale. Exhale. Pause at the top. Point the foot. Bend the knee. And stretch it out long. Reach the arms back overhead. Just take a nice big stretch. Shake out the legs. Big deep breath. And as you exhale, close the rib cage, gather the legs together, slide shoulder blades down the back to prepare for our roll up. Palms face each other. Inhale, we lead with the arms, lifting to our chest lift position. Exhale as we curl up and over to your C curve with no momentum. Inhale here. Exhale, draw those abdominals back towards the spine to roll it down, and the arms return. Inhale, arms, head and shoulders. Exhale, up and over to the C curve, scooping out that belly. Inhale, and exhale. As you roll it down, one vertebra at a time, and back. Again, inhale, exhale forward. Reaching in opposition, reach through the arms and pull back through the abs. Inhale, exhale as you roll it down. And back. Last one. Inhale, and exhale. Up and forward into your C curve. Inhale. And exhale. To roll it down. Take the arms back overhead. Bring the legs to tabletop, one leg at a time. Slide shoulder blades down your back for 100 prep. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl up and forward. Inhale, reach past the legs and lower. And exhale up. Inhale, reach and down. 3. And lower. Inhale. Press through the arms like there's resistance in the air. And down. Let's do one more. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach and lower into coordination. Exhale, press and extend the legs on the diagonal. A quick open close. Pull the knees back in. Reach and down. Exhale, press. Open, close.
Knees in, reach and lower. Exhale. Open, close. Pull the knees in, reach and lower. 2 more. Open, close. Come up higher as those knees pull in and down. Last one. Exhale. Open, close. Knees in, reach and lower. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock them side to side. Take some knee circles. Open them around. Relaxing the hips. Reverse the circle. And then hang on to the backs of your thighs. Press your legs into your tabletop. Lift your chest and press your legs into your hands more to bring you up to sitting. And then come forward on your mat. Make sure you have room behind you to roll like a ball. Balancing back on your tail. Toes pointed and floating off the mat. Hang on as low as you can towards your ankles so we avoid kicking our feet back or throwing our head. Scoop through the belly, find your C curve. Elbows light. We inhale as we roll back to the shoulders. Exhale up. Find your balance. Inhale back. Exhale. Checking in again with that goal of finding some inner control right now. Use only the energy you need. Trying to make our bodies as balanced and efficient as possible. Inhale back. Exhale up. Let's take 3 more. Maintaining that C curve. Don't let your head go. And good. Set the feet flat and just stretch the right leg up in front of you, hanging on behind the calf or the thigh. If the knee's slightly bent, that's okay. Flex through the foot, straighten the back, and point. And flex, and point. Sitting up with a tall spine. And point, and flex, and point. Hug it towards you, and bend it down. Left leg, stretch it up, flex the foot, and point. Feeling a tall line out the top of the head. And flex, and point, and flex, and point. Bend it in. Take a butterfly, stretch forward. And then let's come onto our sides. Laying on your right side, stretch the bottom leg long and stack shoulders and hips. Bring your legs just slightly forward of you so we don't overuse the back and swing those legs back behind us. Bring them just in front of your pelvis. Front hand nice and light for balance for our side lifts. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, flex the side. Lift both legs off the mat. Inhale as you lower. Exhale to lift and down. And lift and down. Exhale, lift. As you lower, don't rest. Just hover and down. Exhale. And lower 2 more. And down. Last one and hold. 10 little pulses up to the ceiling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the legs, flex the feet, and lift the top leg. Keep it parallel and together. And 2. That bottom leg is still hovering off the floor. And 4. 4 more. Together. Exhale, lift. Inhale, in. And 2. Together. And 1. Squeeze the legs together, point the feet, and find a balance. The top arm can extend open to the ceiling. It can come behind the head. It can go to your hip. Wherever you can find a controlled balance on your side. And circle that arm all the way up overhead. Open to the side. Down, around, and rest the legs. Come up onto your forearm for our side kick. It can be on your forearm or come up onto elbows with fingers behind the head. I'll go on my forearm today. Flex the feet and lift that bottom waistline away from the mat. Press that shoulder down. Hand behind the head. Top leg is flexed. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, kick front, front. Point back, back. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, front. Inhale, back. And flex, flex. Point, point. Flex, flex. Point, point. Drawing abs in. And reach. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the legs back together. Bend the knees. Press yourself up and over into a side stretch. And breathe. Reach the arm up and around. Swing the legs around to the other side. Laying on our left sides. Check again, those legs are just slightly in front of your pelvis. That it's not rolling backwards or too far forwards. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the legs off the mat. Inhale, hover. And 2. 3. Really focusing on the side of the body. Contracting as the legs lift. 4 more. And down. Exhale. Inhale, lower. And 2. And down. 1 and hold. 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the feet. Lift the top leg and squeeze parallel. 2 and 3, 4. Bring those inner thighs together each time. And 6, 7, 8, and together. Squeeze the legs, point the feet. Find your balance. Releasing that front arm. Stretch it up to the ceiling or behind the head or to the hip. Reach that arm overhead. Keep reaching your fingers away from your toes. Make a longer line through the body. Circle it down, around. Set the legs down. Bend, and let's come up onto your forearm. For our side kick, hands behind the head. Flex the feet. Press that shoulder down. Inhale, lift the leg. And exhale, front, front, and back, back. Whoop, there's a plant there. Flex, flex, and kick, kick. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, back. Flex and pulse. Point the foot as it reaches back. Keeping that knee as straight as you can. And back. Last set. Inhale, reach. Bring the legs back together. Bend the knees, stretch up and over for your side stretch. Inhale, sink into the hips, sink into the mat. And up. Swing the legs around. And let's go back to facing sideways on our mat. Find that nice tall seated position and then round back 1 vertebra at a time, bringing the legs with you to tabletop for our double leg stretch. Hands lightly on top of your knees and then give yourself a boost. Pull yourself up a little bit higher off of your shoulder blades. Inhale as we reach arms and legs away. Exhale, circle around to tabletop. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, around. Exhale. 4 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. And 3. Reach fingers away from the toes. And around. Inhale. Exhale. Single leg stretch. Hands on top of the right knee. Extend the left leg. Inhale, exhale, change. 2, 3, 4, exhale, 5, exhale, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pause. Hands behind the head, rotate opposite shoulder, or your rib cage and elbow towards that knee. Exhale, change. Take 2 more. 1 and 2, and hug the knees in. Good. Take a breath here. And then let's bring the feet flat onto the mat. Hands flat along your sides for shoulder bridge prep. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, take 1 pelvic curl up to the shoulders. Press actively through the arms into the mat. Get those triceps working, collarbones are open. We're going to anchor our right side and lift the left leg to tabletop. As you lift, careful that hip doesn't drop down, stays nice and lifted. Inhale as we hinge and move that whole shape down to tap the toe, and lift. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift, and 3, 4, pressing through that right leg, 6, 7, exhale, and 8, exhale, lift, 9, and 10. Keep those hips up high, and set that foot down, toe ball heel. Anchor the left side, peel the right foot off to tabletop. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. Still drawing those abdominals in around the waist. 3, and 4, 5, exhale. 6, press the hips up higher. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And set that foot down, toe ball heel. Inhale those hips up to the ceiling. Exhale as you soften first through the chest, then the mid back, then the low back, and all the way to neutral. Take a breath. We're going to prepare for rollover. Make sure you have room behind you, that your head is still on the mat. Bring the legs to tabletop and extend them straight up to 90. Take the legs out, 60 degrees on the diagonal. Inhale to 90. Exhale, press through the arms, lift hips up and over till those legs are parallel to the floor. Flex the feet, open the legs, touch the toes down, and exhale as you roll, controlling your speed. Reach the legs out to 60, point the feet, inner thighs together. Inhale up, exhale to roll over. Flex, open, touch, and exhale. Actively pressing through the arms to help control your roll down. Reach the legs, point the feet together. Inhale up, exhale, hips up and over. Flex, open, touch, and exhale. If you need a modification or variation for rollover, feel free to let your hands come and support your pelvis and your low back. Flex, open, touch. Those hands can help you on the roll down too, or you can just find a balance with bent knees for a nice stretch. One more. Inhale, exhale, up and over. Flex, open, touch. For an extra stretch, take those arms back overhead. Hang on to your feet or your ankles or your knees as you roll down and let those legs just melt towards your torso. As they roll down, bend the knees into the chest. Bring them to tabletop. Hands behind the thighs as you press yourself up one more time.
way up to sitting. Good. We're gonna go next into our glute series. I'm gonna face this way, coming onto all fours. And in your all fours, you wanna make sure that those knees are right underneath your hips, hands are right underneath your shoulders. If your elbows hyperextend, gently roll the inside of your elbows to face each other. Shoulder blades down the back, finding your neutral. Let's start with the right leg. Extend the right leg straight back behind you. Point the foot, and we do 10 extensions. Exhale to lift, inhale, tap, and 2, 3, 4, using glutes and hamstring, 5. Trying to keep that leg parallel, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold, 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Press it up to the ceiling and down, and up, and down. 3, 4, keeping the neck long. 5, don't drop the head. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee down. Our favorite, like a dog on a fire hydrant, abducting the right thigh out to the side, knee open, and together. And 2, together. 3, 4, staying stable in the shoulders. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and down. Extending the left leg back, point the foot. Exhale, up and down. 2, keep those low abdominals drawing in. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, lift 9, 10, and hold, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Extend 1 and down. 2, 3, kicking that foot up towards the ceiling. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees down. Opening out to the side. 1, together. 2, don't let the shoulders twist. 4, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. 7, 8, 9, and 10, and down. Take a rest here. Sit back on your heels. Deep breaths, especially into the back of the rib cage in this position. And let's walk the hands over to the left for an extra stretch to the right side of the body. Opening up the right armpit, right rib cage, the right hip. And walk the hands over to the right. Deep breaths, reaching to the right side. And walking the hands back to the front. Come up onto all fours for your cat stretch. Knees and hands right underneath hips and shoulders. Take an inhale, neutral. Exhale as you draw those low abdominals in, round the back, and let the upper back and neck respond naturally. Inhale as you return through neutral and extend the upper back, reaching the chest forward. Exhale to draw abs and round the spine.
Inhale through neutral, extend the upper back. And exhale as you round. Inhale to extend. Exhale to round. Inhale to extend. And come back to neutral. Let's add some side flexion. Like a dog chasing its tail, reach around, look back towards your left foot and your left hip. Come back through the center, side bend to look over to the right. And center. Side bend to the left. And center. And right. And center. One more each side. Left. And center, lengthening the spine. Right. And center. Sit back one more time on the heels, opening up the low back. And breathe. Gently roll it up to sitting. And we're going to flip around one more time for some hamstring pull series. But first, find your balance in a table tap, bringing one leg up and then the other. Squeeze those feet and knees together, inner thighs engaged. Hands reaching out forward and just find your balance. Long spine. Energy through the arms, energy through the legs. And in this balance, see if you can tap one toe to the floor without rocking forward and back up. Tap the left toe and up and right and up and left and up. Now extend the right leg. Straighten and bend and straight and bend. Control the bend. So you don't have momentum bringing you down, and straight, and bend. Grab on behind the thighs, slowly roll it down, and then bring those legs with you straight up to the ceiling. Anchor the left leg down on the mat, hands behind your right calf. Lift it in your chest lift. 2 pulses in towards your chest with the leg. Pulse, pulse, switch the legs, and pulse. Pulse, switch. That bottom leg presses into the floor as you pulse the top leg. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. One more each side. Stretch the legs straight up, bring hands behind the head for hamstring pull 2. No arms behind the legs. And pulse, pulse, switch. And left. And right. Left. And right. Left, anchoring that opposite leg to the mat. With rotation. Hamstring pull 3. Rotating opposite elbow towards the leg. Last set. And bring the legs up, set the body down, bend the knees, hug them into the chest one more time. Taking a roll up to sitting. Either a roll like a ball or a roll up. We're pressing hands behind the thighs. And let's open the feet mat width apart. Sitting up tall on your sit bones for some spine stretch. Take the arms forward. Actively flex through the feet. Think of pressing your sit bones and your legs down into the mat to get really tall and lifted. Inhale, vertical. Exhale as you notch in towards the chest. Rounding the spine forward. Stretch between the legs. Inhale, reach, and exhale to stack it up taller. Inhale. Exhale as you round forward. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale. Feel like you're rounding over a bar. Keep that pelvis where it is. Scoop more through your abs. Inhale. And rounding up. One more. Exhale down. Reaching through the arms. And up. Bring the arms open to a T for saw. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale up to sitting and center. Rotate left. Exhale, hinge. And up. Arm open center. Inhale, rotate. Saw off your pinky toe. And up. And center. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. And up. And center again. Spiral. Hinge. And center. This time working with a flat back forward. And up. And center. Reaching through that leg for a hamstring stretch. Up and center. Inhale, rotate. Exhale. And up and center. Shake the arms out, shake the legs out. Sitting up tall. And let's bring feet flexed and legs drawn together. Squeeze those inner thighs in together. Actively flex through the feet. If they start to shift, that means that our hips are shifting. So we're going to keep them right in the same plane together. Arms out sideways. If you don't have room at home, put your fingers on your shoulders for our twist. Inhale, prepare as we twist, pulse, center. Twist, pulse, center. Exhale, exhale. Inhale. Using this abdominals to support the back, sit up tall. Last one. And rest. Point the feet. Bring the hands slightly back on the diagonal. Flexion on your wrists. Take those fingers out to the side. And now lengthen through your torso, shoulders down for our back support. Take an inhale. Exhale, press into the heels. Lift the hips up high towards the ceiling. And lower, but don't sit. Exhale to lift the hips up and down. Lots of shoulder stability and extension. And down. Using the back of the body to press away from the floor. And lower, 4 more. Exhale. And down. And 3. And down. Drawing up the quads. And lower. Last one. And lower. And go ahead, reach forward and just take a stretch forward over the legs. And breathe. Roll it on up. Let's come around onto our stomachs for some back extension. Laying on your stomach, draw the abs in and bias towards that tuck. Send your tailbone and your sit bones down towards your heels. Draw those abs away from the mat. Open the shoulders and bring hands alongside your hips. Palms flat to your thighs if you can. On our inhale, we extend, lifting through the upper back. And exhale to lengthen down. Inhale, extend, reaching through the arms. Exhale to lengthen.
Try not to use your glutes too much. Draw those abs in, focusing more on the back. Inhale up. And exhale down. Adding an arm variation. Inhale, extend. Open to a T. Squeeze the arms back and down. Inhale and open. Squeeze back and lower. 2 more. And open. Exhale and down. Inhale up and open. Exhale and lower. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Find that extension one more time, but without pushing into the mat. Keep the hands light. Feel those shoulders open. Shoulder blades drawing down your back. Abs drawing in away from the mat. Keep lengthening the spine away. Reaching away through the feet. One more breath. And exhale as you press through the forearms, draw the abs in, and sit back onto your heels. Exhale. Come up onto all fours. Tuck the toes under and take an up stretch. Hips up high. Walk the feet in slightly to where you can anchor your heels to the floor if possible. Reach through the arms, reach through the legs. Rise up onto the balls of the feet. And exhale as you lower the heels down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squeeze the heels down, stretching the backs of the legs. Inhale, rise. And exhale, squeeze. One more time, rise. And lower. If you'd like an extra stretch, reach that right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee to cross the thigh over. Inhale, reach it up. And step it down. Left leg reaching. Bend the knee. Reach it up and step it down. Walk the hands back to the feet. Soften the knees slightly. Keep the weight forward over your toes as you roll up to standing. We're going to work on our Pilates push-up choreography, or you can do a plank if you prefer not to do push-ups. Lots of variations, and I'll show you a few. Starting tall. Inhale. Exhale, we roll down through the spine, fingertips to the floor, soften the knees, and you get 3 steps out to your plank. 1, 2, you're there, 3. Hips in line, shoulders to heels. Either take 3 push-ups with elbows drawing into your sides, or 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, and hips up, walk it back. 2, 3, your weight's on your feet. Roll up through the spine. Good, again. Inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Rounding the back. 3 steps out to your plank. 1, 2, 3. Finding that total core control. Abs drawing in, long spine. 3 push-ups or 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Hips up, walk it back. 2, 3. And soften the knees as you roll it up. Last challenge into our side planks. Inhale. Exhale. Roll it down. 3 steps out. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath here. Collect everything into your center. Rotate to a side plank. Take a breath. And with control, Back to center. Rotate to the other side. Pressing the floor away, reach through that top arm. And back to center. Gently set the knees down one at a time. Sit back onto your heels. Final rest position. Take a deep breath. And tuck your toes. Press yourself up to standing. Nice and smooth. And let's finish with a little balance work. If you need a wall or a chair or have a pole to hold on to, please do. If you're standing on a mat or carpet, that'll be a little more challenging for balance. Hard floor is going to be a little bit easier. Standing nice and tall, let's bring fingertips to your shoulders. Pick up your right foot. You can set it on top of your left foot, point it at the ankle, bring it up to the knee, bring it to tabletop, your choice. I'm going to go to the knee today. And just find a calm balance here. While you're balancing, if you can close your eyes, that's an extra challenge. You can take the arms straight up overhead. See if you can circle the arms open and center and reach up overhead. One more time, open and center and reach it up. Last time, open and set the foot down. Let's try the left leg, fingertips to your shoulders. Picking up the left foot, set it on top of the right, bring it to the ankle, knee, or tabletop. Find your balance, like a string is pulling up the top of your head. And extend those arms up overhead. Open out to the side and forward. Reach them up. Find a spot to focus with your eyes, keeping your chin away from your chest. If we stare at the floor, we will go down and open and center. One more time, reach the arms up and open and rest down. Shake it out. One final roll down to finish. Take a big inhale up. Exhale. Inhale with no arms. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale, draw those abs into the spine as you roll it up. And rest. Hopefully you found a little more control over your own body today. Thank you for doing Pilates with me, and I'll see you next time.